It was almost as if we were back in the films when we saw the images that came in from Talapati Vijay's rally that took place in Madurai. Second, such a big mega public event that Vijay, that the TVK chief is holding in the run-up to the Tamil Nadu elections. And that's why it's our top focus here on Super 6. The images that came in were absolutely insane. Lakhs of fans gathered, all just waiting to hear one man, Vijay. Now, all of that will lead to questions about whether he'll taste success in the elections. That's something, of course, that unfortunately we'll have to wait and watch for, because it's going to take at least a few months for the jury to be out on whether Vijay is a successful politician or not. But what we can tell you is what Vijay stands for. What is the Tamaraga Vetri Karagam, which is Vijay's party? What does this party really stand for? Well, Vijay's made a couple of things clear. First, that he's against the DMK. Quite known. Second, against the BJP. Again, something we knew already. But third, interestingly enough, this time Vijay also chose to go ahead and attack the aiadmk. Interestingly, he spoke about a lack of leadership in the aiadmk, referring to Dr. MGR, to Puraichi Talaivar MGR, and saying that, look, we need to have a better leadership to carry forward the aiadmk's legacy. That was pretty much all that he had to say on the aiadmk. But it's led to a lot of questions of whether Vijay has kind of realized now that there's no question of an alliance really happening with the aiadmk, because of the fact that they are right now in an alliance, in a tie-up with the Bharatiya Janata Party. But besides that, you had a lot of taunts that got cheers from the crowd, with Vijay repeatedly referring to Chief Minister Stalin as uncle. He is a 50-plus year superstar, by the way, who's referring to the Chief Minister as an uncle. But it got huge cheers, and that clearly was the intention when he made those particular comments. He attacked DMK on corruption. He attacked BJP on language. He attacked them on NEET. So it's issues we've heard about. There weren't any new issues that were raised, but clearly Vijay's stand, or at least he's trying to project a stand of being for the people of Tamil Nadu, of being the driver of change in Tamil Nadu politics. If you missed out on his mega address, we've got you covered here on India Today. Take a look at exactly what the superstar politician had to say earlier.
நம்ம ஸ்டாண்ட்ல நாம எப்பவுமே ஸ்ட்ராங்கா தாங்க இருக்கிறோம். நம்மளுடைய ஒரே கொள்கை எதிரி பாஜக தான். நம்மளுடைய ஒரே அரசியல் எதிரி திமுக தான். ஏதோ அண்டர் கிரவுண்ட் ஆதாயத்துக்காக டீல் போட்டுக்கிட்டு, டீல் பேசிக்கிட்டு, இந்த அலையன்ஸ் வச்சுக்கிட்டு, இந்த ஊரை ஏமாத்துற கட்சி எல்லாம் நம்ம டிவிக்கே கிடையாதுங்க. யாருக்காகவும் எதுக்காகவும் எந்த பயமும் கிடையாது. மாபெரும் பெண்கள் சக்தி நம்மளோட இருக்கிறாங்க. மாபெரும் இளைஞர்கள் சக்தி நம்மளோட இருக்கிறாங்க. ஒட்டுமொத்த தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுடைய சக்தி நம்மளோட நிக்கிறாங்க. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது அப்ப யாரு கூட்டணி, யாரு வரா, யாரு போறா, இந்த கேள்விகள்லாம் வரும். இந்த கேள்விகளுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரே ஒரு பதில் தான், சஸ்பென்ஸ்ல சஞ்சாரம் செய்யுங்க. ஆனா ஒண்ணு, 2026ல ரெண்டு பேருக்கு நடுவுல தான் போட்டியே. ஒன்னு டிவிகே, இன்னொன்னு டிஎம்கே. சின்னதா ஒரு சர்ப்ரைஸ், நம்ம கட்சியினுடைய வேட்பாளர் பட்டியலை இப்ப அறிவிக்க போறேன். மதுரை கிழக்கு வேட்பாளர் விஜய். மதுரை மேற்கு வேட்பாளர் விஜய். மதுரை மத்தி வேட்பாளர் விஜய். மதுரை தெற்கு வேட்பாளர் விஜய். மதுரை வடக்கு வேட்பாளர் விஜய். மேலூர் விஜய். சோழவந்தான் விஜய். திருப்பரங்குன்றம் விஜய். திருமங்கலம் விஜய். உசிலம்பட்டி விஜய். என்னடா எல்லா தொகுதியிலையும் ஒரே வேட்பாளர்னு பாக்குறீங்களா? 234 தொகுதியிலையும் இந்த விஜய் தான், அதாவது உங்க விஜய் தான், உங்க சின்னம்.
He doesn't know who Anna is and who MGR is. He has to learn a lot of politics. Just using their figures will not help him. He must know what they have done. Anna had gone to prison 5 times before becoming a chief minister for the sake of the state, for the language, for the people. He must first get into agitation, holding his for the sake of his policy and for the people. He wants to become chief minister. He is the only man who had stated that I am starting this party to become the chief minister of the state. And the people know.
Okay, so those were some of the highlights of what Vijay had to say in that massive, massive event in Madurai. Look, the numbers were huge. Lakhs of people who came together to see Vijay. But does that translate into votes is a completely different question altogether. And it relies upon several equations really coming together for Vijay. But to understand really what the impact of Vijay could be in the upcoming elections, I'm joined by analyst Dr. Sumansi Raman on this broadcast. We also have from the Dravida Munnetra Karagam, Salem Dharnidharan, as well as Vinod P. Selvam from the Tamil Nadu BJP. Vanakkam to all of you. Just before I take this across to all of my panelists, I want to bring in my colleagues who are on the field there tracking every update that came in. Pramod Madhav and Anaga Keshav. Anaga, you've been in Madurai, you witnessed the action firsthand. You've seen the Vijay magic, as his fans like to call it. What did you think, Anaga? What was the biggest takeaway? Was it a flop? Was it a hit?
Well, in fact, this was the biggest and the most fiery speech of actor Vijay so far, where he directly hit out directly at Prime Minister Modi, the BJP, for having ties with RSS. And he says that by joining hands with RSS, Prime Minister Modi is cornering the minorities. That's the first time that Vijay has ever hit out at BJP for siding along with RSS while cornering the minorities. Vijay also opposed NEET, also took on a host of issues, including the Kachatheevu, and appealing for the welfare of fishermen. Apart from that, Vijay also addressed the fact that, the kind of crowd that he manages to pull off. He says that this isn't just frenzy, this isn't just fan following. This crowd will transfer and translate to votes, which will further send me to the secretariat. That's the kind of statement that Vijay made. That's the kind of confidence that actor turned Neta Vijay is trying to, exude. He also said that this alliance, if at all TVK does forge an alliance, it will not be a selfish one, but a most self-respect kind of one. What was even more interesting is the fact that he took the name of Captain Vijay Kant. Remember, Vijay Kant hails from Madurai. He praised Captain Vijay Kant by saying that he had several opportunities before to meet him, but he made one thing very, very clear as to who his icons are. He says that Annadurai and Purachi Talaivar Dr. MGR are his two icons. And for the first time, he also hit out at ADMK. He says that he is utterly disappointed by the fact that, ADMK at this point is utterly rudderless. The fact that the party lacks
attack
leadership.
on the
And
AIADMK. Pramod, what did you make of that? Did you feel like, just a tokenism attack of sorts by Vijay at the AIADMK? That, because there was so much of criticism and question marks and spotlight on whether he'd attacked the DMK, the AIADMK, he did that. There were no uncle taunts at EPS like he fired at Chief Minister Stalin.
Akshita, one thing is very clear. You have an amazing panel, and that is going to give an absolute analysis of what happened today. But the interesting factor that I want to highlight is that Vijay answered to every other question that he's been put forward about alliance formation, about him being a cinema karan, which means somebody from the cinema field. And also he connected himself with a lion. He said that he's a lion will come alone, a lion will only hunt an animal which is bigger than him. And he also said that a lion will not eat a dead animal. So there itself kind of a lot of questions he's trying to explain. So who is the bigger animal? Who is the dead animal? He's leaving it to us, but very clearly he's claiming that the kind of contest is going to be only between TVK and DMK, and that way, even though AIADMK is having 66 MLAs, he's not even considering them as a party. He's claiming, in a way, showing that crowd that he has grown bigger than AIADMK. Now, will EPS accept this? Because it's as a leader of opposition party with 66 MLAs, somebody not even recognizing his party and talking in such manner, I don't think it's going to go well with AIADMK. Still, AIADMK and BJP wants to welcome Vijay, Akshita.
Okay, so we'll see how that plays out, but very clearly terms and conditions of Vijay is laid out in that address also to anyone looking to ally with him is no to DMK, no to the BJP. So I don't know how really the AIADMK can actually figure that one out. But thank you, Pramod and Anaga, for joining us with your views on this mega rally by Vijay. Let me open this up to the panelists that I introduced earlier. Vanakkam, good evening to all of you. Dr. Sumansi Raman, I'd like to begin with you. What did you think of Vijay's speech? Was it pretty much the same old, or did you find new power, new punch in his speech?
To me, it looked like I was watching one of the movies. It looked heavily scripted. The entire thing from voice modulation to frequently raising the pitch and so on. Honestly, I mean, was it? Did we learn anything new? Nothing, absolutely nothing, except that he intends to help the DMK somehow win the election by splitting the anti-DMK vote. Why would he reiterate the fact that the battle is only between the DMK and the TVK? So what are you trying to say? You're saying you don't want the DMK, you vote for TVK. So that is point number one. Point number two, the sort of pity for the AIDMK cadre who are left rudderless without a strong leader and so on, and the targeting of people who potentially looked up to Vijay by invoking MGR. So he's making it very clear. His aim is to be a splitter of votes, which would help the DMK to come back to power. Now that is clearly what has been sort of established today, and the target. I mean, he is basically from an agenda perspective. What is he saying? He is saying retrieve Kachatheevu. He is saying scrap NEET. All of these are in the DMK's list of election promises or a manifesto. So I think that we have to understand that today we got to know very little extra in terms of what his policies or programs are. But we have now sort of come to the conclusion that he is potentially a vote splitter who is going to target the anti DMK vote, whether it is the AIADMK vote or those allied to the AIADMK. So that's
So
basically
are
what
you
he's going to do.
suggesting then, Dr. Raman, that Vijay in a way is the B team of the DMK?
I would not call him the B team, but he's a Trojan horse. And I think that he's making that more and more apparent. The point is to what extent he will be effective. Look, to me, this whole thing looked so filmy. It did not register to me that he had an in-depth awareness or knowledge of what he was speaking. It was like
But
watching
that
a
works
movie script.
sometimes.
It may work. It may work. But, I don't want to go into there's a famous saying about this, but I don't want to go into it I want to be polite. But honestly, the point is he hasn't held a press conference. He hasn't met the media so far. He hasn't attempted to explain any of his policies or any of the reasons why he's taking a stand on anything. All we've had is like the first conference. Okay, the first conference was an inaugural event in the one that he held in Vikravandi. That's fine. But now you're 6 months before an election and you won't tell people what you will do, right? So I think it's a little strange. Okay, the DMK says ban NEET. Now it's not that simple to ban NEET because without the Supreme Court agreeing to it or the central government agreeing to it, you can't ban it. So what is Vijay going to do? How is he going to ban it? Or how is he going to retrieve Kachatheevu? I mean, these are
I agree. He's not
honestly
given
the
any
lack of
solutions. He's
depth.
spoken about
The
what he
lack of
wants, but
depth
not really how he's
is
going to do it.
the lack of depth is mind-boggling.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean,
Okay,
if
lack
people are
of
going to
depth.
vote
You're
based
raising an
on this,
important
good luck
point
to
there,
them.
and we'll talk about that, Dr. Raman. Let me just bring in the DMK and the BJP on this broadcast because Vijay's harshest attacks and sharpest criticism was for the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam and the Bharatiya Janata Party. So in that sense, I'd say that the DMK and BJP together are in the same basket. But I'd begin with Salem Dharanidharan. Mr. Dharanidharan, not sure if you caught Vijay's speech, but the loudest cheers were when Vijay was constantly attacking Chief Minister Stalin, referring to him as uncle. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I think every political party in Tamil Nadu wants to fight the DMK. What it shows is that DMK is strong. So what is the 2026 election is going to be about? Even from what Vijay said, when he said that the battle is between DMK and TVK, the BJP says between DMK and BJP. ADMK says it's between DMK and ADMK, and Seeman says between DMK and Seeman. So what clearly it shows is 2026 election is an election for the opposition space. Who will occupy the post of the opposition leader? So it's already the opposition parties are giving it to the DMK that that is a foregone conclusion that we are going to win the election, and then they're battling it out for the opposition leader space. I think it's a good space to be in as a DMK spokesperson. Of course, so because he sees us as an enemy, he is attacking us.
Sure. No one's going to deny the fact that the DMK is very powerful. But having said that, there are questions about whether the TVK and Vijay constantly attacking the DMK is going to actually be cutting into your vote base, whether the maximum impact of a Vijay entering into the political scene in Tamil Nadu is going to be for your party.
No, that is what I'm telling you. So what I'm telling you is that because he sees us as the opposition, like how ADMK sees as opposition, BJP sees us as an opposition, Vijay sees as an opposition. So who you see as an opposition is a party that you'll attack, right? In politics, when someone is not a threat, when a party is not a threat, when you assume that this party is not going to come to power, you're not anyways going to attack them. So he wants to occupy the opposition space, competing with the ADMK, BJP, and Seeman. So he's attacking the DMK. So but to win elections, you need to have grassroots, you need to have booth level workers. And we've seen in the case of Chiranjeevi, the lot of people came to see him, came for his conference, but it did not eventually convert into votes or into seats because they are fans and not voters. I think the Indian voters in the recent past made the distinction very clear.
Sure.
in Tamil Nadu and also
you give the example, Dhanidharan, you give the example of Chiranjeevi. I could give you the example of Pawan Kalyan to flip that around. So we have had hits and misses as far as this superstar politician combo goes. Let me bring in Vinod Selvam, who's been waiting rather patiently. Thank you for that, Vinod. At this point, looking at how Vijay has been constantly attacking the BJP, not so much the AIADMK. There will be questions about whether the BJP is turning out to be the AIADMK's Achilles heel, in the sense that because of that alliance, there's no way the AIADMK can tie up with the TVK.
Today the conference of TVK has been completed, but unfortunately, just like what happened in Vikravandi last year, Vijay has not come out and told what he is going to be doing for the people when his party comes to power. It was all completely empty rhetorics which we are hearing for 33 minutes from the entire of Vijay's speech. And today, with no locus standi, he wants to call himself the ideological enemy of the BJP. The BJP and DMK calling themselves enemies ideologically is because the BJP believes in nationalism, which is a very valid ideology. The DMK has its own ideology called the Dravidian ideology. But Vijay till date has not spoken about what his ideology is. He once says that Periyar is this role model. And then you call Periyar role model. On the other side, you have all the yagams being conducted, homams being conducted for your conference to become a success. So it is a very contradicting party from the start itself. And as far as the rhetoric was going today, the performance on stage was good, but the speech was an utter waste. What are you providing for the people of Tamil Nadu? You want to attack all the political parties, you're well enough, you're welcome to do that. But what are you going to be doing? Apart from calling yourself a lion, what else have you come and promised to the people today? All these people who had gathered after this ramp walk, almost about 50% people left. And like Sri Sumansi Raman sir had mentioned a little earlier, these were people who had come to watch an actor come up on the ramp and on the stage. They were not there to even listen to his speech. And it was more like a cinema rhetoric which he was making on stage. And today he has attacked the NEET again. So that is a very clear-cut line which the DMK toes. Let me ask him a question. So you are a son of a famous director, a producer. So your father directed your first movie. Your first movie failed. And then 4 to 5 movies you continuously acted and all those movies failed. But being a doctor is not like that. NEET exam is necessary because you cannot kill 5 patients to become a doctor. You are a failed actor and then you acted in 5 movies, it failed and then you succeeded. But a doctor cannot be like that. You need to understand that. Just coming up and talking about NEET, you spoke about Kachatheevu. Who gave Kachatheevu away? The Congress gave Kachatheevu away even before you were born. But you were not willing to talk about the Congress. Maybe you are eyeing an alliance with the Congress. You want the DMX alliance to break. Maybe that's your idea. But that doesn't mean that you just come and take empty pot shots against political parties without knowing what these parties have actually done. You have no idea the number of, the lakhs of crores which have been given to Tamil Nadu for infrastructure development under Modi's government.
No numbers are known to you. On Vijay. Look, he is a superstar. He's an actor. He drags these kind of massive crowds at an event. They expect a performance. They expect that superstardom to translate into real life, and that's what he's giving them. So are we being a bit too harsh and critical of Vijay here?
Look, I don't think we are being too harsh because we have given him time. I mean, it's more than a year now that he's been officially in politics. And one expects substance at some point of time. You can't go on with rhetoric. You can't go on with movie dialogues. Well, it will have an impact with his fans. I'm not denying that there will be a segment of the population which loves the dialogues, which loves the kind of rhetoric that he's putting out. But I think any sensible voter in Tamil Nadu, and you would have seen the crowd even today, are overwhelmingly the youth in the Manad. And I think your reporter is there, and your correspondent could tell you that this is largely a
Correct.
crowd of fans. So those fans are going to vote for him. The point is, the average Tamil Nadu voter has got a few questions to ask Vijay, which so far have not been answered. And whether they will be answered in the run-up to the election, one hopes, we don't know yet. But right now, he seems to have a manifesto which is basically a carbon copy of the DMK's manifesto. And he says that, except for one or two things like stopping the Parandur airport and stopping the expansion of SIPCOT and stuff like that, more or less it is a carbon copy. His idols are pretty much similar to the idols of the DMK. So now what? I mean, you go and say that, I am anti-DMK. How are you anti-DMK? What are you anti-DMK about? No, are you objecting to the family that is controlling the DMK? What is your problem? Your manifesto is identical to the DMK's manifesto. At least whatever little that we know about you in public.
Okay. You've raised...
So it's a very strange situation.
Okay, you've raised questions where you're saying essentially that, look, Vijay is not giving specific answers on what he'll do. He'll talk about issues, but what will he do to address those issues? We don't know. But Dharnidharan, at this point, does the DMK consider the TVK a force to reckon with? Look at the crowds that gathered at that rally. If that converts to votes, I'm saying if because we don't really know at this stage, but if that converts to votes, it could prove to be dangerous to the DMK. There's no denying that Vijay has a huge fan base, a loyal fan base, and a young fan base at that.
I think there's one thing that we all will agree here. I think this is the first time that, or a very rare say that me, Sumant, and Vinod P. Selam are going to agree on one fact. That is that we all have said and we all believe that the people who have turned up are his fans. Even let's say if his movie is going to be released tomorrow, you'll see from today.
Okay, we'll get back to Dharnidharan. We seem to have lost his connection briefly there. I'll take this back across to him. But in the meanwhile, let me bring in Vinod as well. Vinod, on several of the issues that Vijay brought up, he also took on the BJP and the constant criticism that's coming from the TVK and Vijay in almost every single one of these events against the BJP is about language, saying that, the BJP is against Tamil culture. This is something, of course, that we've had the opposition to the BJP constantly parrot in Tamil Nadu. And now Vijay also taking that line against your party.
Exactly. So that is what I'm trying to say. Vijay is nothing but speaking the script of the DMK over and over again. And he is only trying to help, just like what his predecessor Kamala Hassan did earlier in 2021. He split the votes of the ADMK BJP alliance just to make the DMK win. Even he was claiming that he's going to become a chief minister. But today, for just one Rajya Sabha MP seat, he has completely given away his party and all the pride to DMK, and he surrendered himself to the DMK. And that is exactly what Vijay is planning on doing for 2026. He is very well aware that he cannot win this election on his own, and he is taking pot shots at the BJP to make sure that he is able to help DMK in its cause, and that is very evident here. What has Vijay done for the people of Tamil Nadu apart from acting in movies? Narendra Modi and the government of the BJP has at every point of time a juncture starting from the Sengol in the new parliament to the Gangaikonda Cholapuram event which just happened now. They have glorified Tamil culture, Tamil language, Tamil heritage over and over again. Let it be United Nations.
Comparing politicians and actors, which I think is rather unfair. We can't compare what an actor has done versus what a politician has done. So we'll have to judge him based on what he does now as a politician. But we leave it at that. Vinod Selvam, Dharnidharan and Dr. Sumansi Raman, thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. I've run out of time completely. But we leave it to the viewers, to the Tamil voters, to decide whether they see metal in what Vijay is saying here and what he stands for. against the DMK, against the BJP, as he claims, against the AIADMK too. This is, of course, the first of many, many glimpses that we're going to be seeing of Talapati Vijay in this new avatar of a politician. Whether he'll be successful as he was in his films is something we'll know in the months to come, but he's definitely attempting. He's definitely attempting to create that momentum using his fan base. So he's got that one step sorted because he's already got such a massive fan base, as was evident in the pictures that we saw today in that rally in Madurai. I'm here in Bengaluru. Behind me is the beautiful, iconic Vedanta Sada, all lit up now. But let's talk about the issues in Bengaluru. I've been here, of course, for the last few hours, landed this morning. And what did I notice? Traffic, of course, is a nightmare. Infrastructure, not the best. Potholes are on the roads. And constantly, when this has been raised, the Karnataka government has conceded that, look, we don't have funds. So where are the funds going? Well, it's come to the fore now that the Karnataka government has actually sent 10 crore rupees to Kerala, to Priyanka Gandhi's constituency of Wayanad. We'll break down all the details, all the reactions, because this has become a big, big political fight. Let's get you that report first, and then we'll open this up as my guests join me here in Bengaluru.
Cash-strapped Karnataka going all out to help neighbouring landslide hit Kerala. Particularly Priyanka Gandhi's Wayanad bastion, which saw a devastating landslide last year, ignoring its own cash crunch. The Karnataka government has sanctioned 10 crore rupees as aid for the 100 affected families. But what was meant to be humanitarian relief has quickly turned into a heated political controversy. The Karnataka BJP lashed out at Chief Minister Siddaramaia's priorities. They highlight that Congress is ignoring pressing cash crunch at home by sending crores to Priyanka Gandhi's turf.
Just because Priyanka Vadra is MP, there is a political commitment for the present regime in Karnataka. They have given 10 crores. And on top of that, they have to manage the guarantee scheme, which they are not managing properly. So they are driving Karnataka towards bankruptcy.
Congress, however, is standing its ground and calling the aid a gesture of compassion and national duty.
See, these are all diversionary issues, trying to create divide between Karnataka and Kerala, between our people and their people. And these are all, see, we are all there for each other. And when we do something out of a humanitarian consideration, that should not be looked at in a suspicious or in a negative manner.
Meanwhile, in Wayanad, the ground reality remains grim. Over 100 families are rebuilding their lives even as politics plays out hundreds of kilometers away in Bengaluru. Is this about people or politics? Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, so a lot of questions right now being raised over the Karnataka government's priorities and whether that 10 crore being given as aid to Wayanad, considering, of course, that the district was hit by a landslide, is being given simply because of the association to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. A lot of questions that the Congress will have to answer on this, and I'll open this up because here in Bengaluru we've decided to have our panelists join me since for a change I'm in the city. So namaskara to both of you. We have Prashant of the Karnataka BJP and Raghu Dodiru, who's just made it in time from the Karnataka Congress. And namaskara to both of you. Raghu, if I can begin with you.
Yes.
What exactly is the justification to spend 10 crore rupees right now in Wayanad? Bengaluru has enough problems. I just witnessed that firsthand.
Okay, first of all, Wayanad people, are they not humans? Are they not Indians? First of all, why BJP is criticizing this?
What?
I really don't understand why BJP is making an issue. So if their own Chief Minister, Yogi Adityanath, gives a 10 crore, they'll make it as a villagula and they say it's a great achievement and great, they're supporting to the humanity. At the same time, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, which is led by an NDA government, has given a 10 crore. Why BJP is not raising that? So first of all, I really don't understand what's the hypocrisy behind this BJP. So if Modi ji gives 6,000 or close to 6,000 crores to the different countries on the humanitarian ground, they say, wow, wow, Modi ji, wow, wow, Modi ji. The same thing, if Siddaramaiah gives 10 crore to the Wayanad on humanitarian ground, they are raising this an issue.
Okay.
Is this the ideological, loss for the BJP?
Okay.
Yes.
Prashant, you want to respond?
Yes. Just because he wants to talk in a louder voice doesn't mean what he spoke was the truth. We as BJP definitely believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and we have seen the vaccine Maitri and how we have helped people. But the hypocrisy of Congress is called out here when an elephant apparently belonging to Karnataka trampled a man in Kerala, and at that time the constituency was represented by the Crown Prince of Congress, Rahul Gandhi. Siddaramaiah announced 15 lakh compensation, taking moral responsibility for apparently Karnataka's elephant trampling a man. Despite state having enough and more problems, the poor of the state not getting medical facilities, you had a lot of medical issues happening with infant deaths and deaths related to pregnancy in different parts of Karnataka. Siddaramaiah did not bother any of them, but he gave 15 lakhs. Now, with the economic advisor to the CM on record stating that Karnataka is short on funds, there is no development happening. Now they have brought out an issue saying that humanity, fine, we are not against any humanitarian help to anybody, but just because it is represented by Priyanka Vadra's constituency, Siddaramaiah wants to showcase his loyalty to the first family of Congress, saying whenever you are in power, whichever constituency you represent, we will try to do something for you. This 10 crores. And also, Siddaramaiah also had pledged his support to build some homes and state that Kerala government had not responded.
You know,
this only depicts
my question to my
Siddaramaiah
BJP
has
friend.
not-
My question to my BJP friend: why are you not questioning your own Chief Minister, Mr. Yogi Adityanath? Why did he give a 10 crore grant to the Wayanad? So your own Chief Minister, you are questioning the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah, giving 10 crore.
I'll ask him that question. But meanwhile, Raghu, also answer what Prashant has mentioned. He's given you a list. He's given you a list of expenses that the Karnataka government has taken care of, almost as if the Karnataka government is the caretaker of Wayanad.
Akshita, let me tell you, the matter of fact is, Bangalore is the only city in the entire country which is getting 1.5 lakh crore development activities happening. And Bangalore, so why we are all struggling with
So
the
have
fund?
ministers not gone on record to say we don't have money?
Yeah, because central government is not giving. All the money is taken away by the BJP government.
Yatha Raja Tata Praja. Rahul Gandhi peddles lies everywhere, and now outside Vidhan Sabha, Congress spokesperson are peddling lies.
My friend, see, BJP, all the fund which is generated, more than 6.7 lakh crore is given to the central, whereas central government is giving only the peanuts, 53,000 crore. We are shortage of the fund. Then where do we get the fund?
So you don't have the funds and yet you're sending it to
Central government is not
Wayanad.
giving back to us. We are giving 6 fund. We are giving the fund to the entire country. We are contributing 9.4% of the total GDP of the country, whereas the central government is not giving. And one more point. Bangalore, where a central government under the 15th Finance Commission was supposed to give 6,000 crore, they have not given for the development of the road and the drainage. Why they have not given? Why these BJP MPs not even opening their mouth? Why BJP leaders are not questioning?
No, BJP is right next to you, Prashant.
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
questioning him.
See, look at the hypocrisy of Congress. Let's spoke about 15th Finance Commission. 15th Finance Commission, not a single rupee is due from Karnataka. And if at all, this, Karnataka share got reduced when? In 2013, when Raghuram Rajan was in charge of it, when Karnataka's stake was reduced from 4.13 to 3.647%. Be that as it may, Siddaramaiah's borrowings in the last 3 years is 3,07,000 crores. And despite 3,07,000 crores, it is not spent on capital expenditure. There is no capital multiplier effect happening in Karnataka. It is being siphoned off in different names. Every minister in Karnataka Congress is embroiled in corruption, right from the CM, DCM, and ministers have resigned.
So you have to give evidence. Prashant, you have to give evidence of all of that.
I will give evidence. Why not? Why not? Let me give evidence.
See, let me give my point.
It was
Then
the
you
CM on
bring
the
your
floor of
evidence.
the House
Let me
who
clarify.
accepted that the scam in Valmiki Corporation was not 187 crores, but it was 89 crores.
Okay, the real
So you're given me that point.
And Zamir Ahmed's controversy, when it was raked in by a Congress minister itself, there is no probe onto that. When allegations are made by the same Congress
diverting the
ministers,
attention.
when
The today's
Congress
topic is
leaders
about
make
the grant and
allegations
the fund.
against their
Let us
leaders,
talk about that.
no probe.
Let me clarify what my BJP friend has
no
raised.
clarification. I'm
you are
telling you
just
the
raising the
fact.
facts.
Okay, one at a time,
All
one
the
at a time.
points are
Raghu.
coming out of the WhatsApp university from the BJP.
No, what
We
WhatsApp
have
university? What is WhatsApp university?
Under the 14th Finance Commission, Karnataka was getting 4.75%.
4.13.
Please wait.
4.13. Get
Please
your numbers
wait.
right.
BJP research department, BJP research department, please give the facts right. Under the 14th Finance Commission, 4.75% was supposed to be the grant. Under the 15th Finance Commission,
one second, gentlemen.
Wait, let me clarify. See, he has raised a serious concern. So people of Karnataka, people of India are watching. Let me clarify this.
Yes, go ahead.
Under the 15th
One at a time, please.
Finance Commission, so BJP was in power in the state and the central. They have reduced 1%, which has come down to 3.75%. Because of which, Karnataka has lost 89,000 crore, not 1 rupee. 89,000 crore has lost. If that fund comes back to us, we can make entire Bangalore as a golden road. Why BJP is not releasing that? What? Why are BJP MPs keeping quiet?
No.
Absolutely rubbish claim by the Congress.
Okay, one at a time, Raghu,
when the
please.
consultations were held for the 15th Finance Commission, it was
BJP
Siddaramaiah who was the CM.
It was
Please check the facts.
Bommai was the CM.
15th
Bommai and Yediyurappa was the CM.
Check the facts. Check the facts. You will have to be fact checked tomorrow. You will have to be fact checked tomorrow.
No, you please correct yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
When the consultative meeting was held for 15th Finance
BJP
Commission,
Research Department,
I'm going to shift from this. Raghu, you mentioned a point for which we haven't gotten an answer yet. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also contributed. So what?
Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu given 10
Chandrababu Naidu, he's giving you a list there of all the states that contributed. So what's wrong with the Karnataka government doing it?
Why are you criticizing Siddaramaiah for that?
No. There are enough and more reasons to criticize.
Let me ask the questions. Go ahead,
There are enough and more reasons to criticize Siddaramaiah, not comparing with Yogi and Chandrababu Naidu.
Let us
I'll tell you the reason.
I'll come to you, Raghu. Let him answer your question.
When we speak about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and helping our brothers and sisters in different parts of the country, we have no issues. Chandrababu Naidu and Yogi Adityanath have not, I repeat, pledged their state in debt to help Rahul Gandhi's constituency or Priyanka Gandhi's constituency. They have not done that. The development in Andhra Pradesh today, look at what happened in Andhra Pradesh from 2019 to 24 and now what's happened in the last 1 year. I am sure India Today and Akshita have done more shows on where Andhra Pradesh is progressing, and especially UP. What was UP's per capita income in 2014 and now to where they have reached, it indicates that UP is progressing. They are also helping other states. Whereas Karnataka, you are not short on funds, you are deep in borrowals, 3,07,000 crores you have borrowed, and your ministers are on record saying that there are no funds to even implement the guarantees. Therefore, this is a classic case of misgovernance, misadministration, and looting of the funds belonging to Karnataka people,
Raghu,
and giving it to the first family of Congress.
Okay, Raghu, you are saying there is no money because the central government is not giving it. I'll again ask the question, if we don't have money, why are we going ahead and taking care of humanitarian causes? The humanitarian causes in Bengaluru are pending.
Okay, let me tell you the fact. So I think we need to give the facts to the country and to the citizen of the Bangalore and Karnataka. So why BJP, see whatever they're rising today, so the Karnataka government, we have given almost for the development 4 lakh crore budget. So under the 4 lakh crore budget, so they're talking about debts. So debts, during when Yediyurappa and Bommai was the chief minister of Karnataka, in just 3 years, they borrowed 3.5 lakh crore. So in 10 years, Modi ji has borrowed 1,30,000 crore, which is 35 years of the Karnataka budget, not 1 year. 35 years of the budget they have borrowed. Let me come back. I'm going to answer. So during the previous BJP regime, more than 38 innocent people were murdered by BJP government because of not filling the pothole. Not even a single such reports have been reported under our Congress government.
You can't tell me that the roads are perfect right now.
What?
You can't claim the roads are perfect right now.
I don't say.
I took 2 hours to get here.
No. You took 2 hours. Because, see, the Bangalore is an international city. It's no more a Bangalore.
So it should have international infrastructure.
Yes, that is the same question I'm asking. Why central BJP government is not giving the grants back to us? Whatever we are giving. And first of all, thanks. I would say thanks to my friend accepting that Karnataka is number 1 is GDP growth. Number 1 is per capita income. You are giving. Wait. So Karnataka is giving highest GDP. Karnataka is giving highest gross domestic product. Karnataka is paying highest tax to the central government.
You're saying, Raghu, you're saying essentially that all of the taxpayers from Karnataka are paying for humanitarian causes in Wayanad.
All the fund is going to central government.
Directly to central government.
Yes, that is under the GST.
So they're saying 10 crore to Wayanad doesn't matter because most of the money is anyway going to the central government.
I'm telling you, without lack of knowledge, like their leader, they are speaking something here. You can't rebut something when they don't have enough facts and knowledge about this topic on which they're speaking. Be that as it may. Now to say that in GST, if you have to boil down to GST, the components in GST, the state GST stays with Karnataka, it doesn't even go out. And the central GST, it goes to the pool and comes back as a divisible amount to all the states. And the integrated goods and services tax is a complicated formula as per which roughly 50% comes back to the states. So therefore, whatever lies their leader has been peddling across the country, their spokespersons have been told to follow that, following it. We can't really fault them, but like their leaders' lies were out on national media in terms of voter survey and vote chori, now these people's claims about money going to center and not coming back are as same as Rahul Gandhi's claims about vote chori, which the election commission has pointed out with facts and figures how Rahul Gandhi lied and he did not have data. Similarly, these people are talking without any data.
Akshita, so let me ask you, are we not, Karnataka is not number one in GSDP? Yes, Karnataka is not, first of in the entire country, Karnataka is the only state which has crashed 1 lakh as a gross domestic, this one. Okay, so which means, wait, your turn is over. Okay, so now we have been talking about the roads of Bangalore. Yes, of course. So because of the rain, there are some shortages. The government, we are just waiting. I think Commissioner has already given an instruction to fill all the potholes. We have already given a 6,000 crore for the white tapping and first of its kind. And we have brought in international machines to fill that. And we have already filled 25,000 potholes earlier.
So we won't hear any excuses of no money anymore.
No, we don't have. We don't have any shortage of money. But what we are asking for our right. What I am criticizing the central government and the MPs and the BJP leaders, why they are not raising the voice before Modi.
Tomorrow,
yes.
Raghav, tomorrow, if there is a tragedy in Thrissur, where there's a BJP MP, will the Karnataka government still pay 10 crores?
See, are they not humans? Are they not Indians?
You tell me.
If BJP says they are not humans, if they are not Indians, I will stop giving. They are all our brotherhoods. My own friend has accepted that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Okay.
So same way, Wayanad, like our other BJP government have given the grant. Karnataka has given on a humanitarian ground. So why Modi ji has given 6,000 crore to other countries?
Okay.
Why our own neighbors? Why they have given when they are struggling with our own? Wait. Akshita, one more point I just wanted to. Last point, quick point. See, when BJP was in power in 2009 and 2013, so Karnataka was under very serious, landslide and flood. So their own BJP chief minister had requested 35,000 crores, whereas central government has not given. They have just given 900 crore. When the Karnataka itself was under a serious distress, why they have given say 8,000, 6,000 crores to other countries?
Okay. Prashant, on humanitarian, is this allowed? Are we mixing politics for no reason into this?
No, we are not mixing politics. The timing is suspect. And you look at the classic case I pointed out. The elephant trampling case, it was the candidate belonging to constituency of Rahul Gandhi, compensation given immediately. Siddaramaiah volunteered to build houses there. Kerala government did not respond. The reports are out in the public. It's not me making a statement. It can be verified through media reports also. And now, the swift action that Siddaramaiah has taken to announce this indicates that they're only wanting to please the Gandhi family and nothing more. The state doesn't have money. They want to please their masters in Delhi because they know what happens. How Rajanna was sacked over a single phone call. If you don't obey your masters, they have shown them their place. So immediately Siddaramaiah, if he doesn't release money to Wayanad constituency, maybe his kursi ka hissa idhar, he may be changed. Therefore, to ensure that he proves allegiance to Gandhi family, he has made this payment.
Take 2 minutes.
Okay,
Take
I'll
2
take
minutes
2 minutes
to wrap up.
Okay, see, but I know, and sometimes I'm really.
The allegation is Siddaramaiah is pleasing the High Command.
Why Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, is appeasing Priyanka Gandhi by giving 10 crore. Wait, please.
He's agreed that it is appeasement.
Wait, I'm questioning.
He's agreeing that he's appeasing.
Wait.
Which
See,
means
my turn.
any payment according to Congress is appeasement.
Okay.
Please, my friend.
Okay,
See,
Raghu.
why Yogi Adityanath
should
is
we appease
please
Priyanka
wait. It is my
Vadra
turn, please, brother. My turn. Please wait.
Okay, are you sure you're using the word appeasement here? Why?
Why BJP Chief Minister is appeasing Priyanka Gandhi? Let BJP confirm that. Why Chandrababu Naidu is
So then
appeasing?
Siddaramaiah is appeasing Priyanka
No,
Gandhi.
if they are appeasing, then we are also appeasing. Let them confirm. If they're appeasing, I'll accept that.
Prashant?
So
The
next, Chandrababu, why Chandrababu Naidu has been appeasing by giving 10 crore to Priyanka Gandhi constituency? Let BJP confirm that.
Okay, quickly. I've run out of time completely. Go ahead.
If NDA and BJP have to appease Congress leaders' first family,
then why
I think Congress has got it completely wrong as to what is appeasement.
Why have you given fund?
No. Okay.
Why have you given
we
fund?
have no reason to
Why have you
appease
given fund to
Priyanka
Sri
Gandhi, which
Lanka?
means
Why
it
have you given
indicates
fund to
that
Afghanistan?
there is no
Why have you
politics
given
of
fund to Bhutan?
there is no
Why have
politics
you
of
given
hate.
4,000 crores to
There is no
Afghanistan?
politics
Our
of
own
hate.
countrymen are
No, if
struggling
you are
under
interfering like this,
distress.
you
Okay,
won't be let
hold
to
on.
speak also. Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
Let me complete now.
This is not a emotion.
By giving it to our opposition MP's constituency also, we have displayed that we are not into politics of hate.
Okay.
But whereas Congress Chief Minister will respond only to his master's constituency
Okay,
there
I'm going
and
to
not
wrap it
anywhere
up.
else.
I'm going to wrap it up. I made a blunder by making these two gentlemen stand next to me. I should have been standing in between them. But thank you very much for joining us. You can see, of course, that both of them have come together with their points prepared. Heated political debate there. But I'm going to wrap this up. I've completely run out of time. From here, the beautiful Vidhan Sagar all lit up behind me. Happy to be here. I'll be joining you tomorrow, 6 p.m. from Bengaluru. We're going to continue getting you all the updates from the southern states. Thanks very much for tuning in. Goodbye.